Hello, Beez Bladers. Welcome back. Welcome newcomers to the channel. I have count them, six brand new knives here, and they're all from Battlebox. I've never got anything from Battlebox before, so this is going to be a new journey. You can take it with me. I'm going to do a quick unboxing of all six of these because everybody right now at this moment, if you're watching it this moment, when this came out, everyone's doing Black Friday sales, and this is theirs, and it's a special one. They're doing, I guess it's YouTube only. So this is going to be the only place that you can get all of these knives, and they gave me a link, and I put the link down there, so you'll be able to check them out and see what you think. I'm just going to start one out of to the next. I don't know that I've heard of most of these knives, if at all, any of them. I've heard of this knife brand. Obviously, this is Fox, and does it say what the knife is? Probably, if I took enough time to see what it says. But I hope you're all having a fan-freaking-tastic day. You know what? This knife is extremely lightweight. Would you look at it? Just look at it. Now, what I'm seeing, it says Fox Knives Italy 0 2.0 Desert Warrior Gens Anzo Lockback Pocket Knife. Whew, how's that for a description? It is extremely lightweight. I'm impressed by the lightweightness. The handle feels like FRN, and it is a reversible clip. Now that's different. Check it out. It's like, I thought it was going to be a wire clip when I saw these notches, but it's not wire, but they do have it. Like, I bet you could put a wire clip in there. So that is very cool. This is a lockback. It does have some type of coating. I don't know if that's Cerakote or not. I'll have a link where you can go get specifics. I'm not going to get heavy and specific about these knives. Wow, this thing is very lightweight. Let's see so it's very solid feeling. On left to right, I'm getting 1 out of 10. I just being super picky. If I'm really trying, I can kind of feel a little bit of movement, but just normal, no, there's no play or anything like that. Does it say what the blade steel is? No, but I just looked and it's N690 blade steel, baby. Let's see how this lockback works. Oh, okay, so it is tight on the inside. I know a lot of you like it tight on the inside. Watch it. So it's not gonna fall down on you. Let's see how the ergos are. Oh, definitely a 3-finger knife. It's forcing your fingers into one particular spot. So let's see, how does it feel? It actually feels very good. And I already know just from this blade shape and how thin this blade stock is that this is going to be a nice slicey knife. It's not too bad. For me, I'm gonna have to hold it like this with this spot in my pinky. So depending on your fingers and how chunky your fingers are, that might be something to take into consideration. I am feeling this pocket clip. The pocket clip is definitely making itself known. So the size of your hand is always a consideration when you're looking at knives like this. Now this knife is made in Italy, and from tip to tip, it's only 6.3 inches. Your blade length is 2.76 inches. The blade thickness is 120 thousandths of an inch. This only weighs 1.98 ounces. Why did they just say 2? It weighs 2 ounces. So if you're looking for an extremely lightweight slicer, this might be up your alley. I don't say that I have any like first qualms about it, other than that it does force my fingers into a particular spot, and I'm feeling this pocket clip kind of in my hand, but you know what? I can't say that I would discount it. I will definitely be carrying and using this. I like the blade shape. Anytime I get a blade shape like this, I know I'm going to like it. The blade steel, if I didn't already say, is VG10, which is not something you see a whole lot these days, but these knives, I know they're all on some kind of super sale or a big Black Friday sale, and I will link them. So let's get the next one out. Now this one, I don't believe I've ever had this brand on the channel. Do you say Wesn? Is that how you say it? It's a USA made company, and I know that. Whether it's made in the USA, I haven't had a chance to look into that. So you always have to double check that kind of thing. So since I don't know and I'm not sure, I do know it's a USA company. Oh, okay, there we go. You guys can figure out how to do this with me. It seems like I've seen this brand before. I don't believe I've ever had it on the channel. And this, I know, is S35VN blade steel. So that already has me excited because that's one of my all-time favorite blade steels. I just love S35VN. Oh, it's the classic. Okay. Do you say Wesn? Somebody school me down in the description or down in the comments. So it has very nice G10. Is that G10? Yeah, it's G10. It feels good in the hand. You know, it almost has kind of a micarta feel, but it's definitely G10. It doesn't have a reversible clip, and this appears to be a milled titanium clip. It's not deep carry, so you're going to have about that much of it showing out of your pocket, and it is a back flipper. And oh, okay, so the back flipper actually has some decent grab on it. You can't hardly see the jimping, but it does have a little bit of decent grab. Let's see what this blade looks like. Pow! Right in the kisser. Now that's a stubby if I ever saw one. Look at that. It kind of has that classic, I don't know, there's something classic about this look. I feel like I've seen this one like all over the internet. S35VN, let's see. Left and right, up and down, absolutely no movement. This thing just, it feels like a small fixed blade in my hand, and it has aggressive jimping, good jimping. The jimping works very nice. Ooh, okay. Now this I like. This one, this is one of those knives that when it's in your hand, it makes you want to cut stuff. I like literally want to get, I want to get a stick and start just shaving off wood and getting ready to make a fire. This has that really solid, rugged feel. I like the way it feels. And then, you know, I kind of like this classic look too. From tip to tip, this bad boy is 6.65 inches. Your blade is under the 3-inch mark. It comes in at 2.8 inches. Yes, this is a G10 handle. And let's see, how's the, oh, wow, it's way smoother than I expected. Okay, why did I not know about these knives? It's very smooth. This has to be riding on caged ceramic bearings. I can see the cage in there, and I would bet $1 it's ceramic bearings. Wow. I was not expecting the smoothness. By the way, Battlebox, they approached me a while back, and I didn't get back with them, but I do see them on Instagram every once in a while, and they have a subscription deal where you can have like this. I think all of these knives like that you're seeing right now, you can get like 5 or 6 mailed to you every month for if you're a knife collector like me. So it would be neat for, you know, one of those surprise boxes things. But this deal right here is where you can just go buy the knives separately. I don't know a lot about the subscriptions. I know there's probably different tiers for what kind of gear stuff you like, but oh wow, this one, I'm going to be carrying this. I like it. It's simple. I really like how solid it feels. I don't have any hot spots. Yeah, this one's very cool. Okay, let's go to the next one. Now, I have a feeling that this wide box is going to be some sort of fixed blade. I know we have at least 2 or 3 fixed blades in here, and I don't want to ruin the package because I do giveaways, and there's a very high likelihood that I'm going to be giving these away. So that happens on Friday nights. Beez Blades live at the Hive. Oh, right. So pardon me while I'm very carefully unboxing this, trying not to ruin the box. That way, whoever wins it will get to enjoy a nice box, or they can resell it or do whatever they do. I personally have never sold a knife, but I know Blade Binge is where people go to do all their secondary market stuff. Oh, okay. Very interesting. What have we here? It comes with all kinds of accoutrement. And what is this? It has a microfiber cloth with the symbol on it. That's very cool. Very, very cool. Let me get this stuff out of the way and show you. This is the Battlebox limited edition Ketchikan by Russ Kommer. I really like the looks of this. Look at this. It comes with a nice leather sheath. I like how wait, I gotta just smell it. I can't smell anything, but if you ask my wife, I can't smell anything unless it's really strong. My smeller doesn't work. Let's see what this knife looks like. I'm being very careful. Oh, very cool. Look at this. Let's see if we can see Russ Kommer, Anchorage, Alaska. Wow, let's see how this feels. Woo, very nice. So all you fixie lovers, the handle is just as comfortable as you would imagine. It's hard to find a fixed blade that doesn't have a comfortable handle these days. Now this bad boy has a paper micarta handle, mirror polished blade. It's a tapered tang with vulcanized paper spacers, D2 steel, and this is a top grain leather sheath that can be scout carried if you prefer, and it's designed by Russ Kommer. He's an Alaskan big game guide and custom knife maker. It feels very good in my hand. You know, with a fixed blade, what you see is what you get. Oh, okay. So wow, it has a nice edge on it. I'm impressed. It's so shiny. Here's a look all the way down one side to the other. And man, it feels very comfortable. So if you're into fixed blades, this is very nice. And I like the leather. You know, there's something about these sheaths like this that go on your belt. It's got to be kind of cockeyed. It's made to do that. That's pretty cool. I'll put, you know, there'll be links to all this stuff so you can get more details if I'm not giving enough details. Now we have 3 more, but I just can't help it. I want to get this giant box out and see what's in this big thing because, you know, it's a big box and we're having fun doing some unboxings. And this I know is a limited edition. Let's see here. Certificate, 20th anniversary commemorative knife, SIP knife, limited edition by Condor Knife and Tool. And it has a serial number. There you go. That's pretty cool. Let's get this bad boy. Let me be careful. Comes with a little bit of accoutrement. What is this? Comes with a Condor Knife and Tool sticker. The whole premise of the Battlebox deal, where if you're a knife collector and you get, you know, you sign up and you get new knives or new gear. I mean, they have one where you get different kinds of gear and it's not just knives. Me, I would probably prefer the knife one that has, you get all premium knives. And pardon me while I'm careful to open this. You get all premium knives every month. And you could get it to where you're getting the, you know, the good stuff or the medium stuff. And that's going to depend on you as a person. Let me wipe this off. There you go. Now take a look at this. Now that is a very cool, would you consider that a bushcrafting knife? This is SAE 1095 blade steel. And ooh, look at the grind on that puppy. Oh my goodness. Check out that grind. That is very nice. Very, very nice. And I do know that each one of these, it has a, what do you call that? A serial number. So each one specifically has a serial number on this limited edition of the SIP or the SIP. Do you call it SIP? And ooh, okay. They did a good job on the jimping. There's just a little bit, 1, 2, 3, 4, a little bit of diggy. Oh my gosh. It is, yeah, it's as comfortable as, like I say, when I get a fixed blade and you look at it, and you look at the handle like this, you're like, yep, it's going to be comfortable. And it's a full tang. And wow. And it, wow, does it ever have an edge on it? I mean, you talk about biting the epithelials. And here's the sheath that it comes in. Very nice. Fits in there very well. And what does it say over here? El Salvador leather sheath. So these are very cool. I don't remember the prices on these knives. I don't think that they're all very expensive. I know this, I just looked right now at my computer and this says 70 something, but during this sale, that if you're watching this video right now and you click on the link down below, I think you're going to get them for like 20% off. So if you're into fixies, that one's a pretty cool fixed blade. Next up is the Rucken River Savannah. You know, this is pretty cool because I'm getting brands here that I'm not familiar with or that I'm not used to. So I'm getting to check out brand new stuff. This is designed by Brandon Curran, aka Curran 1776. And oh, got a big old Mr. Fancy Pants pouch here. Let's see what's in this bad boy. Keep the troll candy over there. Now let's see what's in this thing. See what this one looks like. Oh, okay. Oh, this is going to be, this is bigger than I thought. See, you can't go by the pictures. Now, this is looking like something that's going to be in my wheelhouse. Oh, okay. Check it out. It's the Savannah. Would you look at it? Just look at it. And all of its Savannah-ness. Now, this is black canvas micarta. It's rather smooth. It doesn't have a whole lot of texture to it. And it has a deep carry pocket clip that is inset into the scales, which is very nice. Very, very nice. So this is going to be completely deep carry. That's all you're going to see coming out of your pocket. It is a flipper, which is my favorite. So we have a flipper, a button lock, and thumb stud. So with it's a multiple deployment, and it's going to be ambidextrous, and you do have a lanyard hole back here. You ready to see this blade? Pow! Right in the kisser. And let me wipe this bad boy off too. A little bit of protectant on there. This is Bowler K110 steel. And look at that. I like that blade shape. Ooh, that's very nice. I like the looks of that. Let's see. Let's look at this side. I'm trying not to make this an hour-long video so that I'm not rushing, because on Friday nights, that's when we get into the details. If you have certain questions, things like that, that's when we do that kind of thing. Or if you want to interact, let's see how this button works. Okay. All right. Now this one, you can kind of push it, and you can also do a little bit of the light switch, the button. Ooh, I like that sound. So the action is good. I love that ting on the exit. It has ball bearings. I don't know if they're caged ceramic ball bearings, but let's see. Can I see? I do see the cage. They are caged bearings. I don't know if they're ceramic or not. It feels nice and smooth. This is a plunge lock. Let's see. Up and down. Left and right, I'm getting some blade play left and right. I would imagine it probably needs tightened down a little bit. So about a 1 out of 2, just a little bit. Now, if I'm doing it lightly, I don't feel it. But I'm gripping here and getting just one, and then up and down, I'm not getting any blade play at all. And let's see, are we centered right out of the box? Yeah, it's centered. So this is pretty darn neat. I like this knife. I like the way it looks. Now overall, this knife is 7 3/8 inches, and then your blade is just over the 3-inch mark. This is what it looks like next to the QSP Penguin, because everybody needs a Penguin, right? So just a little bit bigger than the Penguin. This is a perfect everyday carry size pocket knife. Yeah, I like it. This is definitely carryable. I like how smooth it feels. And I do like the jimping up top on this rounded, the rounded flipper back here. It is very grippy. I like the way, yeah, it's very easy to use. I don't have any issues, any qualms with this knife. Oh yeah, the ergos are good. You have good jimping up here on the top. Now me personally, being a jimp fan, I wouldn't mind if there was some more jimping, but that's pretty darn comfortable. I can feel the pocket clip depending on where my hand is. If I'm gripping or bearing or pushing down, and mind you, I don't consider a button lock knife a hard use knife, but if I'm pushing down, I am feeling the pocket clip in that particular grip, but it depends on how I hold it, and then it disappears. So that is very cool. The very first one I've ever had on the channel from Rucken River. So this is the Savannah. Now last, but certainly not least, we have the Braden Sweeten designed BSD Brooder. Let's get this bad boy and check this one out. So, oh, very cool. This one has micarta. It's a little bit of halvesies. So you have stainless steel and then micarta up top. This reminds me of the, what is it? The 8010 that has that split look to it. This is a flipper. There's no jimping on the flipper. And looking on this side, here's a look at your pocket clip. The pocket clip, ooh, it is reversible. It's not deep carry. You'll have a little bit showing out of your pocket, but not much. So it has a reversible clip. That means we're looking at ambidextrous territory here. You ready to see this blade? Pow! Right in the kisser. Ooh, I like the looks of it. You're going to like the way it looks. It almost kind of has like a harpoonish appearance up top because of this swedge right here. So I do want to check out the ergos just because knives like this, I always want to know what the ergos are going to be like. Now, as far as fit, up and down, nothing. Left and right, just the slightest bit, about a 1 out of 10. A little bit of movement, like maybe it could be tightened, but if I do it lightly, there is no movement. That's just me really torquing it to try to feel something. So I would kind of call that between 0 and a 1. Your lockup is right in the middle, and oh, it's very smooth. And wow, look at that. Now, that's a chunker of a tip. You know, you got to have a strong tip. If I had to say, I would say the tip might be just a hair to the clip side. Now, it has good action. Now, you know, if you get one of those knives that has the ball bearings where you can feel the ball bearings, I can feel the ball bearings rolling. I don't know that that's a bad thing, but they're very palpable. Right in here, I can feel them. That's not a bad thing. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with it. It's just that it's noticeable where I would guess that it's probably steel bearings. That's just my first guess without taking it apart. And maybe we will take it apart on the live stream, but let's see. Handle-wise, pretty comfortable. Now, with my wide width hands, something that is making itself well known to me is right here. This edge, I believe if this pocket clip could have been farther out, it would have got it out of my hand. But for my width hand, it's definitely making itself known right there at the edge. It's not hateful, but it's definitely, now when I come back here, if I'm going to be doing some push cuts like this, yeah, that's all I'm feeling is this pocket clip in my hand. So that's going to be a warmish spot. Now, if you have small to medium-sized hands, that's not going to bother you because it's going to be outside of your hand like that. Then it's not going to get you. But me with the thicker width hands, I definitely feel it. It feels pretty good. I like the action. I really appreciate that. I mean, it's very snappy. It's easy to use. There's adequate pass-through. It's easy to get to this liner lock. You could just hear those ball bearings. So that's just something to keep in mind. But these are not all like super expensive, and they're on sale. So the thing is this flipper is keeping my hand right here, and then I feel like my hand is being forced in between the flipper and the pocket clip. So that's just, it's definitely a consideration if you have large width hands, that this may not be the most comfortable knife in your hand, ergonomically speaking, because of these 2 points right here. So tell me what you think about all these very cool knives from Battlebox. I've always been intrigued by the subscriptions where you can get different brands and experience knives you've never checked out before. I'm really appreciating this because I don't think I've ever got to check out any of these knife brands ever before. And this one is one that I think, isn't this the brand that they made one for Shaq? That's what's sticking in my mind, is that this brand, they went to Shaq and made a giant one for him. And then they have a little one. So I think I've heard of that brand. I've heard of Fox brand before. And then, wow, check these out. So I'll put a link where you can go check these out and see what the sale's all about. And I hope you enjoyed checking out these knives with me. And I hope you're enjoying your holidays. Now go watch this video. You'll really enjoy that. And until I see you again in the lives or the chats or the high stream, remember, live life in the present, keep a Band-Aid handy, and don't cut yourself.